Don't be intimidated, Squidward. Try to imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your very first look at TranZit Battle Royale. Before we start, I just want to give a big shout out to Gerard and his team for giving me private beta access to test the mode out and to give my input on the mode as well, which is what I'll be talking about in this video. I also want to make two things very clear. One, this mode will only be available on Plutonium for Black Ops 2 PC owners. And two, all my thoughts in this video are things that I already discussed with Gerard after beta testing, and anything you guys put into the comments will be put into consideration leading up to launch, which is going to be on August 7th, which is also this Friday. I don't know what time it will be specifically, but just understand that it's on August 7th and it'll be set out to the public by then. So, I don't want to keep any of you guys waiting, so let's just hop right into everything you need to know about TranZit Battle Royale. First of all, you will spawn into a pre-game lobby, which will be very similar to mod tools on Black Ops 2, so to say. There, you'll have 30 seconds to choose your character and where you want to spawn around the map. This includes bus depot, the tunnels, the cornfields, and pretty much every single relevant location on TranZit. In the pre-game lobby, you'll also see another setting, which is your loadout. I think this is everything that's available in the Battle Royale itself, but honestly, I could probably be wrong, I'm not sure yet. Nobody really knew what it was, and none of us actually brought up to Gerard or any of the developers in any way. So, Gerard, if you're watching this, just let me know what it is, and if you're planning on changing anything, just send me a DM about it on Twitter. I'll be sure to look at it. So, as soon as you spawn in, after the pre-game lobby, you'll be equipped with a B-23R and a few grenades. At that point, it's your job to find double tap perk machines around the map, which are basically your supply drops in terms of Warzone. In those, you'll be able to get guns, perks, points, and ammo. Any ammo you pick up will be added to every weapon you're currently holding at that time, unlike most Battle Royales that limit you to, for example, AR ammo or LMG ammo. It's pretty much the same for all the guns like snipers and everything. That's completely gone in this Battle Royale. All the ammo you grab will affect every weapon, and honestly I'm really happy with that change compared to most Battle Royales. On top of those normal perk machines will also be quote-unquote legendary perk machines, which will give you better loot and points, weapons. I'll get into more specific details in just a second. And these are different perk machines actually. In the beta test I had, this was in the form of the iconic tombstone. Lex, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. On topic though, in these you can get more powerful weaponry such as the Ray Gun Mark II, additional points, ammo, and perks with a higher tier. And actually, on the topic of perks, there are a lot of them. As far as I'm aware, there are roughly 20 perks more or less. Each of them have their own unique abilities and work in quote-unquote tiers. So when you pick up a perk initially, you start at tier 1, and as you find more loot around the map, those perks can go all the way up to tier 4. In this Battle Royale, you can only carry up to 5 perks at a time, and any perk after that will randomly upgrade a perk already in your inventory. With the money you get, you'll be able to use buy stations located around the map as well. These are in the form of speed cola perk machines. In these, you can buy ammo, a random perk, pack a punch your current weapon, and a whole lot more. And actually, as of the beta test, which was a couple days ago, at the time I'm recording this, there is a work in progress gobblegum system being put in place in that buy station, so it'll actually be very interesting to see how that works out when this Battle Royale does release to the public on Friday. So as of with most Plutonium servers, each Battle Royale lobby can only carry up to 8 players at a time. It does sound low, I know, but it'll make sense when this releases to the public on August 7th. This Battle Royale is completely different from your traditional Battle Royale experience. In this, there are pretty much no PvP elements. Think of it, as Lex said, a glorified game of grief across the entirety of TranZit. On top of that, there's going to be a storm closing around the map. Since the only PvP elements in this are the same as griefs, it's your job to survive against only the zombies, not necessarily go for the kill against other players like Warzone or Fortnite, for example. And with that in mind, this makes this a very strategic Battle Royale, both in where you spawn and the weapons you get as well, which will depend on RNG and how you do. Because some weapons will allow you to get more points, while others will allow you to get more kills. So it's going to come down to what you need at a certain time and how that's going to affect what you have over time as well. It's like Warzone. How good a gun is, that's how good you're at using that gun. But back on topic to what I was talking about earlier, the only time a player will be able to kill another player is when that player who already died before becomes a zombie. Because as soon as you die, there's no gulag mechanic, there's no Warzone like respawn thing mechanic. You just die and become a zombie right after that. It only dies when you get killed by a zombie or even the fire. One thing to keep in mind, which is very important here, is that there are no denizens on this TranZit Battle Royale. So you pretty much have the freedom to roam wherever you want on the map, so long as you don't die to a zombie or the lava. And on the HUD, you'll be able to see a timer and a distance indicator in orange on the bottom left of your screen. The timer shows when the storm is closing and when it's currently doing so. The distance indicator right below that shows whether or not you're in the circle itself. If the indicator doesn't say 0, you are not in the circle at all. And if it does say 0, you're out of the storm's reach for that certain cycle, so to say, and you'll be safe for the time being. So long as it still says 0, you're fine. And since there's no map in this Battle Royale, you'll be able to see a final location on your screen, which will be pretty much dead center. And it'll list off 3 adjacent locations around the map, which, for example, it could say bus depot, tunnels, or diner. In that case, the storm will end up closing on one of those 3 locations, which will ultimately be the end game, so to say. And on top of that as well, you'll be able to see your perks on the top left of your screen as you get them, as well as what tier they are. And the amount of players still alive will be on the top right, as you can see on the screen here already. You've been watching this video the whole time. That's just about everything you need to know about this Battle Royale and what its general mechanics will be like. What the rest of this video is going to be is what I've already discussed with Gerard, and that's what I believe should be improved or built upon in this Battle Royale leading up to launch. So I'm just going to go over what I said about it and just get in a little more detail about what should be done about it. So the first thing I said was there should be a faster spawn rate and just enough zombies in the map to support 8 players. Because I think it was Greg, while we were testing this out on last Saturday, he kept on crashing, and I don't think we ever got 8 players in a single lobby at once, and that's because I think there are too many zombies in the map at once, because I think the limit is 32 zombies at once. So if there's a way you can lower the amount of zombies but also increase the spawn rate of those zombies, just so long they can support up to 8 players, that would make perfect sense, honestly. And as well as that, in terms of zombies, make the rounds go by faster, or at just the very least make the zombies run only, since you're already spawning off a B-23R. Because as soon as you spawn in, when I was testing out the beta, zombies were walking, and it was pretty much insta kill the first couple minutes. And by then, the first cycle of the storm is already closed in. Either make the zombies have more health, since you're not necessarily having any bad guns in this. Like, the worst gun you can really get is an Olympia or a Colt, which are pretty rare to get. There are about 20 plus guns in this Battle Royale, I believe. It's a very low chance to get a good gun or a bad one. It's just mostly RNG of where you're gonna get at a certain time. And this is a bit of a little fun thing I told Gerard he could add potentially, but I wanted an Avogadro character skin in the Battle Royale as well. Since the Avogadro's already on TranZit, it would make sense to have him. Even if like he's a reward for winning a game, I'm not sure how they'll keep track of that. But if it's like a reward for winning a game, or you just have him straight from the get-go, regardless, I want the Avogadro in this Battle Royale if they can get it before launch. That'd be cool. And the other thing is has quote-unquote zombie death streaks when they always die, because my experience when I was a zombie in this mode, it was very easy to die. Now, by that point, people had like Mark IIs, ray guns, hammers, galils, and some of the deaths, kind of like Modern Warfare 2, when you keep dying over and over again, you get death streaks, like Painkiller and all those type of things. So, some of the things I listed off was like a short speed boost, additional health, additional damage, etc. Because as a zombie, you can knife them, but it's not a 2-hit system when you're the zombie. It takes 3 hits on you to kill a person, as opposed to the zombies, which is the normal 2-hit, because being a zombie and going up against zombies as a human are 2 very different things. You guys have probably seen the gameplay already. And since there's already a ton of perks in this Battle Royale, I suggested having up to 6 perks, or simply just allow that players to replace perks they don't want for a perk that they can pick up. So you can pretty much have both options, either replace a perk and potentially get the same tier you had, just the perk you replaced, or just keep the same thing as before that I mentioned earlier. As you pick up the Ram perk, it can add on to a Ram perk you already have in your inventory and give it an extra tier. And I told him about this earlier during the beta, and he said it wasn't possible, but if there's a way to make it happen, make the storm blue. Or just at the very least make it more noticeable for people to see, because when I was playing it, it was kind of difficult to see where the storm was. I relied on the number on the distance indicator on the bottom left of my screen to tell me where the storm was, as opposed to just simply seeing what on my screen and running away from it based on the indicator on my bottom left of my screen. And in terms of like loot boxes, whatnot, for the common perk machines, I think it would be kind of cool to have a mix of Double Tap and Juggernog, and make Pack-a-Punch the legendary drop like Tombstone was. Gerard told me it was a meme, so it's definitely getting changed before launch. Just, if there was one thing you could change it, I hope the legendary drop is Pack-a-Punch. That'd be a cool little addition to have, as it is the most expensive perk machine, so to say, as opposed to Galvan Knuckles, which is a wall buy, but regardless, it'd be cool to have Pack-a-Punch as a legendary loot drop. Guys, that's just about everything you need to know about this Battle Royale. And on top of what I suggested to Gerard, I'm sure you guys have your own thoughts about the mode as well, just by watching this video and the gameplay itself. So, like I said before, anything you guys leave in the comments will be considered and brought to Gerard and his team leading up to Friday's launch. As a whole, I'm super happy about this Battle Royale, and I'm actually very excited to see how this launch goes down. I'll leave everything you need to know about the mode in the description below so you guys can check it all out. Once again, a massive shout out to Gerard for giving me beta access to test this mode out and make this video for you guys. And I just want to congratulate him and his team on creating this incredible mode. I had a lot of fun with it, and I'm sure you guys are going to love it as much as I did. So, thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys in TranZit. Wait, that's never... Did I think about it? I had my script. It just doesn't sound right. I hope to see you guys in TranZit. Honestly, I don't wish any of that on you guys. But anyways, regardless, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out everything about the Battle Royale description below. Check out Gerard. Check out Pregame Gaming, which is the team he worked with. And I will see you all in the next one. I will gladly take that.
Oh!
Oh my god.
I just died from a blowing up zombie.
Ha.
Oh my gosh.
Well, there you go.
He's cheating.
Well,
isn't fair.
Oh,
Like,
what can I say? What can I say?
I swear, dude. Like, it's just not fair.